हाँ बे बच्चों का बड़ा प्यारा भजन सीगा बच्चों दे विच आके बड़ा दिल खुश हुंदा है कॉनी ब्राउन अज तुहानू रसल परकिंस दे थां कहानी सुनाउणगे इन्हां दी भी कहानी बड़ी प्यारी और मिठी तुहानू सुनाउणगे
The bhajan sung by the children was very loving. I am very pleased to come here to the children's satsang. Today, instead of Russell Perkins, Connie Brown will tell you a story, and I hope that she will also tell you a very loving story.
How do I do this? This story, unfortunately, Russell told my favorite story 2 days ago, but I think I will tell it again, about the traveler who met up with a great saint. And the great saint invited him to walk with him. And before he had left, he had somebody make up 3 chapatis for him, and he put them in his bag. And they traveled on their way, and as they were walking, everything was going fine, and they had to stop to rest. And while the master, the saint, went off, the man that was traveling with him went into his bag and took the chapati. Later on in their journey, they were stopping again to rest and have food, and the great saint noticed that the chapati was not there. So he asked the man, "Did you take this chapati?" And the man said, "No, I did not." Now, of course, the saint knows everything, so he knew that this man had taken the chapati, and he also knew that to save his soul, he must learn to tell the truth. So they traveled on, and they came to a very big river, and the river was very rapid, and the water was flowing greatly, and they got into it in the middle and couldn't get further. And the man said, "Please save me, please, what should we do? We are going to die in this water." And the saint said, "Just remember God. If you remember God, you will be taken care of." And so the man did, and they made it through the water. Their journey went further, and they traveled on, and they came into a forest, and there was a big fire, and the man was sure they would be burned in the fire. And he said to the saint, "Please, please save me. I don't want to die." And the saint said, "Remember God. If you remember God, then you will be saved." And so the man and the saint got through the fire. Now again, after each of these events, the saint asked the man, "Did you take the chapati from my bag?" And of course, he thought that when the man realized how God saved him, he would tell the truth. But none of these things worked. So the saint was determined to save this soul. So he did everything he could, and then in the end, he said, "I must do something to make this man tell the truth." And so he got 3 bags of gold. And there was the saint and the man, and of course a 3rd bag of gold. So he set them out, and he gave them each one. And the 3rd one, he said, "This bag of gold will go to whoever took the chapati from my bag." Now this man, of course, saw that 3rd bag of gold and thought, "I guess it's time that I tell the truth, because I really do want that gold." So he said, "Please, please, it is I that took the chapati from the bag. I should get this gold." Now we know that the saints are loving and love us all very much. And so he gave this man the gold. And in that way, he taught him to tell the truth. And that was his goal, is to make sure that the man would tell the truth. Because we all know that on the path of the masters, truthfulness is very, very important. And that's the story.